Okay. I'm Emma, and who are you?
I'm Noah.
And who are you to me?
I am your older brother by 2 years.
Word. Okay. So I'm going to be asking you some questions surrounding lifespan development and the different aspects, specifically around middle childhood and adolescence.
Okay.
So first we're going to start off with questions regarding Erikson's industry versus inferiority, which is a psychosocial development framework. So
Word.
Don't make me laugh. Okay, so was there ever a time where you felt inferior when trying to learn a new skill? And keep in mind, we're thinking along the terms of like, so middle childhood is about age 6 to 12, and then adolescence is about 12 to 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Repeat the question.
Okay. Was there ever a
you
time...
You should have paraphrased that before.
I'm sorry. I should have done that, yeah. Was there ever a time you felt inferior when trying to learn a new skill?
Pretty much every time I try to learn something new, but that's almost like the point, is like it gives you a reason to want to be better, so.
Okay, right. I kind of feel the same thing. Like, I definitely doubted myself a lot growing up unless I was immediately really good at something. And that, like, yeah, that can fuck with you a little bit. Yeah, so question number two.
Like, not immediately being good at something can kind of suck.
Yeah, it really
irritates. Can really deter you
if
from
I'm
doing
not
something.
really good at something immediately, I'm really like that. It's like, if I'm not good at it in about 5 minutes, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, you have to, like, really want to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so were there any skills that you felt you excelled at? And if so, what aspects of that skill made you feel self-sufficient?
Like, any particular skills that I feel?
Yeah, literally just anything. Like, were there any particular skills that you felt like, oh, dude, I can do this? And it made you feel, like, really competent and, like, capable of not just necessarily doing that one thing, but having the capability to accomplish other things as well.
I don't know, probably with just video editing and visual effects work and just that kind of thing. After just spending a significant amount of time on it, it became, like, almost feasible in my mind as to, like, it is something I could potentially do, like, as a job or something like that, or just like a permanent form of expression, sort of.
Like an artistic expression of,
like something like that, something that could
your
always
own, like,
be
creative
there,
outlet, yeah.
Where it's like.
So personally, me, I felt that, especially when I was younger, one of the things that made me feel really capable was just kind of being good at reading and writing. Like, it kind of just came to me really naturally as a kid.
Yeah.
So that was like, and I also had such a voice within my writing, and all my teachers were kind of like, yeah, this kind of bangs, and that made me feel really capable in that skill, and it's actually one of the reasons why, like, I still love writing to this day.
Yeah.
So, like, that was just one thing that it was like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. I guess at an academic level, I always kind of felt just, like, average or whatever.
Yeah.
But that wasn't really so much where my head was at.
Okay.
Probably should have been. Probably still should be sometimes. But.
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone could have worked harder, I guess. You know, everyone has their...
I just wanted to make stuff.
Yeah, and that's okay. So question number 3 is, do you feel that comparing your skill set to your peers made you feel more or less capable?
Both.
I feel the exact same way.
It's both.
It really is both.
Because it's like you see people do something and it almost like find success in it, and in your personal opinion you feel like you could do a better job, and then you see people be so good at something and it's just like, God suck. Yeah. I'm so bad at this thing, and that can go for anything.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that also, like, comes with the knowledge that when you grow up, like, you have to understand there's always going to be someone who's better than you, and there's always going to be someone that's not as good as you at something.
Oh, 100%.
And that was really hard for me as a kid because I just wanted to be the best at absolutely everything.
Like, unless you are the absolute best at the thing that you do.
Yeah.
Which
neither of us are at anything.
Yeah.
Which, like, not dogging on either of us.
There's maybe like a dozen people on the planet that you could say, like, they're the best at the thing that they do. Flat out. No debate.
You could say, like, Usain Bolt.
Like, alive right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't
know, man. So these are questions regarding physical development and puberty. So one of the things is, do you think or feel that you are a late or an early bloomer, or do you think that your physical development in that sense came, like, right around, like, an average time?
In terms of, like, my physical development and the way that my body developed physically, in terms of, like, hormones, things like that, my voice dropping, growth spurts, hair in certain places, all of those kind of things happened at, like, relatively normal stages of my life.
Because I felt that mine happened early, but that wasn't, like, very uncommon in our family. Like, a lot of the women in our family go through puberty earlier. And on average, women go through puberty earlier than men, but still just, I feel like it was a little bit earlier than a lot of my friends, but I don't, we'll get to that question after. So, were there any aspects of puberty that you feel impacted your self-image? Or, like, anything that at that time you were specifically, like, insecure about?
Well, growing up as a chunky kid in my prepubescence, I guess, before I started getting into, sports more and playing hockey and skateboarding and just, like, running around more and getting outside, that happened kind of in sync with me hitting puberty and developing and hitting growth spurts and getting a little bit taller. So I kind of grew into my weight and became more athletic. And with that, it simultaneously improved my self-image, but also made me more insecure in the way that I look at myself. And almost kind of gave me, like, a form of body dysmorphia, where, like, I won't recognize when I'm at certain, like, weights. Like, I can gain 20 pounds and look in the mirror and not really notice it.
Yeah.
And vice versa, lose it. Like,
I definitely felt the same way, especially with, like, weight fluctuations and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, I was probably at my highest weight around the end of, like, just around the time of, like, grade 8.
Yeah.
And then I dropped weight a fair amount when I went into, like, halfway through my grade 9 year. And then it just, like, continually dropped. So then I was at my lowest weight when I was, like, 17, and then I gained a lot of it back. And a lot of the time I wasn't even recognizing that I was losing and just gaining weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even really clock it.
And also the aspect of, like, development when... Is there music playing?
No.
No? Okay. Okay.
Not anymore.
I was wondering, I was like, I couldn't hear it.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. That was just going absolutely insane. And,
there's 2 guitars sitting right there. We could play music.
We could play music. But
a musical interview.
A musical interview. But another aspect of, like, female puberty that is different than, what boys go through is, like, I think the over-sexualization of young girls when they're going through that stage. Because it's, like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, like, horrifying to actually acknowledge, but is just the fucking world that we live in.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing that can impact your self-image. And, because a lot of, women in general, in media, whatever, they are over-sexualized. So that shapes how, like, young girls perceive themselves.
Well, you think about, like, certain celebrities, like, first one that comes to mind, I guess, would be like Emma Watson or something.
Yeah.
And it's like,
or like Natalie Portman,
or just like a bunch of like different Disney Channel stars. Like you could throw Zendaya, Sabrina Carpenter, Ariana Grande, like a lot of these big well-known names that are like at stratosphere level fame now that were famous before they were 18, like when they were teenagers. And it's like, you know, that there's people out there that were like sitting there waiting for them to turn 18. Yeah. You know, like they get something out of that, and that kind of stuff is just super weird and super creepy.
Okay, so moving on from puberty, now we're going to talk about identity development. We had a bit of a conversation about this the other night.
Word.
So do you feel that you have sufficiently explored your identity, you know, your sexual orientation, your gender, or your gender identity, expression, religion, moral belief, and values?
Yes to the first half of those, and not quite to the last half. I feel like in terms of things like spirituality, and I'd maybe even throw like self-expression in there, I feel like those things are like constantly evolving, and moral values just like constantly trying to evolve and just trying to be better and think better and be open-minded and soak in information. And just,
I think for me, I'm like good on the sexual orientation. Like for now, like I know what I like now, but that doesn't mean that can't change in the future. Like, you know, in 10 years I could be, you know, a full lesbian, and that'd be totally fine. Yeah. But it's not where I'm at right now, and that's okay.
Like, I know where I'm at, but I'm not, like, closed-minded to, like, where my interests take me. You know?
I hear what you're saying. Yeah. And with, mostly with moral belief and values, I think I'm pretty set in those, and what I think is right and wrong, and, you know, what I will speak up against and all that stuff. But yeah, with sexuality, gender orientation, and religion, I feel like, you know, you can come to terms with religion at really any age. So
it's kind of a combination.
But at this point,
it's a combination of having set values and beliefs, but also being open-minded to, and like being open to having your mind changed about certain things. Yeah. Whether you feel like you're right or not, whether you're in a majority or not.
Do you feel you have reached identity achievement? So do you think that you are fully committed to the identity that you have now?
You asked me that question.
I did ask you that question.
You asked me that question, and the first thing that I feel is nothing related to sexual orientation, gender, anything like that. It's all about expression. And the way I want to express myself, and like who I am as a person. It's like I do not feel like I've like hit the peak of like this is the person that I am.
This is the person I'm going to be forever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, and I feel like you would also be ignorant to say that.
In the simplest terms, I do not definitively know who I am. But that I also don't view that as a completely bad thing.
Yeah. I think I agree with that a lot.
Like.
Yeah. Can you check and make sure that it's still recording? I just want to double check. Thank you.
We're still going.
We're still going?
14 minutes and about 6 seconds now.
Just wanted to make sure that it didn't cut me off. And now we're going to go into questions regarding peer relationships. So how susceptible do you think you are / were to peer pressure, and why do you think this is?
It depends on what I'm being peer pressured into.
Well, I think everybody has hard lines.
I have hard lines for sure. Whether it be just through experience where I'm like, nope, not going to do that ever again. Or seeing the impact or the repercussions that it can have on other people firsthand or secondhand. Yeah. And it's just like, nope, not really worth the risk of doing that either. But when it comes to things of like, it's outside of my comfort zone, but it's really just fun. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing
detrimental,
potentially harmful about it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it comes to the question of, like, if your friends jump off a bridge, are you going to do it as well?
Thing is, I absolutely am the kind of person that would jump off a bridge if my friends did it. If they survived and they did it first.
I'm not going to answer yes or no. I'm going to ask you, okay, is the water warm? You know what I mean?
That's a really good way to put it, yeah.
Like, I'm open-minded to having different types of fun and trying new things.
Yeah.
And I feel like FOMO kind of comes into play where I see other people doing things and it looks fun and it makes me want to try it, but I don't really, like, commit to trying it until somebody else is like, yo, do that thing. Come on, do this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think I'm more susceptible to peer pressure in the way that, like, things could be detrimental to myself, but especially more so if, like, I'm around people where it's like that's common and that's okay and that's accepted. It's like I'm a very much like, okay, when in Rome kind of person, which can be really detrimental.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm being. It depends on what you're being peer pressured into.
Yeah, like,
and
I have hard lines,
on
but
the current circumstances that you're in.
Yeah.
And, like, where your head's at.
But it's like sometimes that shifts depending on, like, who I'm with and stuff like that. And we kind of talked about like what kinds of behaviors do you think this impacted. We don't really have to go into depth about that. Just feel like any certain behaviors that, like, stick out. You don't even have to be, like, serious deviant behavior. It could literally be just, like, you know, sneaking out with friends.
Well, no, it's always been, like, I've never, it's rare that I step outside of my comfort zone by myself for a lot of things. Like, it's very much, like, somebody else is, like, I see somebody else doing it, and it looks fun. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do this thing. Or somebody else is like, yeah, this is fun, you should try it.
And then my last question for peer relationships is, do you feel you were similar to your friends or peers to begin with, or do you feel that you conformed at all to fit in? Or do you think you were just, like, completely different?
I felt like I did a lot of, I guess what the modern term for it now would be, like, code switching.
Yeah.
Just because I had multiple friend groups. Like, I played hockey in high school, and I had, like, my group of friends that I had, like, through hockey and through things like that. And then I had other friends just through other things. You know, whether it be through, like, just artistic interests or something like skateboarding.
Yeah.
Or, you know, being a stoner in high school and hanging out with the burnouts.
Yeah.
You know?
But do you feel
it's almost like it's almost like it's almost like what's his name, Floyd, in Dazed and Confused,
yeah.
Where it's like he's the football player and he has his football buddies, but he also hangs out with the burnouts.
Yeah.
I guess that would be like a
he's kind of like the bridge.
Attach it to.
Yeah.
Where it was like, yeah, and it's like when you're hanging out with the different, like, with different people, and I still do it today. Like, I'm not the same person here right now that I am when I'm on the bench playing hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday nights or Sunday mornings. You know?
I mean, I even feel the same in a lot of ways, especially in high school. Like, this was a big thing because, like, prior to high school, even in elementary school, like, I was outspoken. I kind of just did whatever the hell I wanted.
Yeah. Because
I had, like, my own sense of duty. And it was like, I'm just going to do what I need to do. You know, obviously I got everything done, but then in high school, I feel I really kind of fell into a rougher crowd. And that kind of made me not give a shit about anything. So I feel like I conformed in that way, in a way that was, like, detrimental to me.
Yeah.
And, like, my work and my mental health and, like, a lot of that stuff. So I feel I did conform in a way, and I feel, especially in high school, like, I became a person that was very different from the person I was growing up.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel that, like, I made compromises to my personality in the way that I acted depending on
Who
the
you were
activity, who I was with, and the activities that I was participating in.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
No, I completely agree. So now we're gonna go into mental health.
Yay!
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 Yay! Big thing for us up top. Okay. Do you struggle with any mental health disorder? If so, what aspects of your life do you feel were impacted by it?
Well, it's hard to definitively say that I have this mental disorder or that mental disorder because
you've never been diagnosed.
I need to talk to a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
But I think the likelihood of me having ADHD, I'm pretty certain that I have ADHD, and sometimes I feel like sometimes I am dealing with depression, and it fluctuates, but that's just kind of what it is.
Yeah.
It is a thing that fluctuates.
Well, that's also like genetic for us. Like depression runs in our family.
Yeah, anything.
Because like I have MDD, right?
Yeah, like anything else, like I wouldn't know. It's high time to talk to a professional about it. But
yeah.
That's about all I got for that.
So, do you take medication for any mental health disorders, or have you ever considered taking medication for mental health disorder? Just act as if I don't know your answers to these, okay?
I do not take any medications.
Have you ever thought about taking any medications? Yeah. If you were diagnosed?
Yes.
And for reference, I take medication. I have taken medication for almost 10 years now.
I'm curious as to how I would feel on something like Adderall or
it's
like
crazy.
An ADHD medication.
I should consider
obviously like diagnosed and prescribed by people that know what they're talking about.
True story. I took a Concerta one time.
Yeah.
Because it was given to me by my friend Miranda, just to like, it was kind of my test to see if I had ADHD, which is really like fucked up thing. But I took it, and then me and two of my friends, Michaela and Kyla, we drove to Orangeville, and I remember sitting in the back seat, and I was just so calm.
Yeah.
And there was like a lot less yelling going on in my head, and a lot less, all of that. So that was really interesting.
Like I have Uncle Cracker playing in my head right now.
Yeah, exactly. You can't focus on like shit right now.
Like I'm always kind of half in and half out.
Yeah.
Which has an impact on personal relationships.
Yeah.
And that's been like a big push for me to be like, okay, I need to like actually talk to somebody about this.
Yeah.
Because
it's very hard to be present.
It is, and in moments where you should be, like, and in serious moments too, moments where you want to be fully present.
And I'm just like sitting there thinking about a cow doing a backflip.
And I feel like it's quite literally impossible to be present for moments where like I feel like I should be, and it feels like it's important to 100% mentally be there. And I often feel incapable of that, and I feel like that's a huge tell. Yeah.
So what aspects of your life have impacted your mental health, if any, what aspects of your life impacted your mental health, if any, and then how did they impact your life?
My relationship with both of my parents.
Okay, up top.
My struggle to form solid and meaningful human connections with other people.
Yeah.
Never like anytime I would like try something new or trying to get into something new, like when I first started playing hockey or when I first started playing skateboarding. To preface, those are two things that have like pretty gate-kept cultures to begin with.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a thing where certain things I felt like I've kind of had to earn my stripes before I could feel welcomed into like what is the community of that thing. Yeah. You know?
You felt like you had to pay your dues.
Yeah, like whether it be like getting into video editing and getting into like the online communities behind that, or playing hockey or skateboarding, things like that, where it's like you have to put in the work before people will actually take that seriously and show an interest in not only what you do, but who you are and the extensions of that, like where you come from.
Yeah, like with me, I don't have a problem forming relationships with people, but I definitely have a problem like maintaining and keeping those relationships like pure so they don't become tainted, because like aspects of my mental health, just not that they cause me to lash out, like that's my own, I'm responsible for that. I can't blame that on anything. But it's like I've definitely tainted a lot of the good relationships that I've had due to like my own self-sabotage and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, if I hurt people before they can hurt me, it's like, oh, I got a leg up on you, dude. Which is such like a deluded way of thinking. But it's just kind of a defense mechanism that I've had since I was young.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just something I don't really know how to deal with, because I feel like I have to keep people at such an arm's length.
Yeah.
Even like there's things that I won't tell anyone. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I'll talk, like I talk to everybody, but there's stuff that I just like don't talk about, period.
Yeah, and I have a problem with like not being competitive about things. Like I feel like I'm in competition with people.
Yeah.
A lot. Whether it be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be work or like the way they dress, the way they express themselves.
Mm-hmm. It's like a constant comparison.
Their charisma, and it's like just like constantly like using other people as a measuring stick for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, that always messes with me a lot too.
Which is something I just do all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a good thing. Because it can, like, sometimes it can be,
it can
like,
motivate
okay,
you,
it can
absolutely.
be a thing, like, I want to strive for.
Yeah.
You know? Like, in that same vein,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a little kid looking at his favorite athlete.
Yeah.
And being like, I want to be that good at that thing.
Yeah.
And feeling like you aren't good enough yet, and using that as fuel for something.
Which also kind of goes back to, like, the industry versus inferiority of, like...
Yeah.
You know, it helps keep you humble, but it also can motivate you.
I often see people, and I'm almost envious in the way where I feel like it appears to me that they're doing a more, like, complete job of expressing who they are fully. You know?
Yeah.
Where it's like you see people and it's like the way they look, the way they dress, the way they carry themselves. You know? It's like you seem more set in who you are.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like I'm still not, like, I'm still in a shell in certain ways.
Yeah.
Where it's like
yeah,
trying to be 100% you and expressing yourself fully.
Yeah, try and be like 100% authentically yourself. I don't think we talk about how hard that is. Like, it is hard.
It can be tough.
Yeah. Because it's like, it's hard to know if you're going to be outcast for doing that.
Well, it's just like basic things. It's like, I'll avoid wearing like certain outfits that I like personally myself because I'm like, somebody's gonna see me when I'm out like that and be like, that guy's dressed like a clown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can get
or
you,
like,
you know?
that haircut doesn't suit them. That haircut sucks.
Yeah.
Which is just such a like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't like.
Do you have any good words you want to say before we wrap this up? I just don't want to end on a negative.
End on a negative note?
Yeah.
Every day I am constantly trying to express myself more and find different and meaningful ways of expressing myself and branching out as a person and trying to form better human connections.
Yeah.
And be more authentic and give less of a flip about what people think about me or the way I carry myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome.
This has been Noah and Emma's Secret Podcast.
Noah and Emma's Secret Podcast.
Noah and Emma's Secret Podcast. Coming nowhere.
Coming nowhere.